What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here, more Ratchet and Clank 2. Last episode when we left off, we completed Silver City on planet Bolden. It was a very cool planet, that one. A little bit tough, we actually did get taken out at one point. But this episode we're just going to be escaping from the ship, because at the end of last episode we got held captive and now sort of plotting our escape after trying to meet up with Mr. Fizzwidget to warn him about the proto-pet. But at the start of this mission, you are thrown into a Clank section. Thankfully it's not too long though. Can be a little bit frustrating though, because there is quite a bit of platforming, and Clank isn't the most agile.
Hammer bot acquired. Use it to hammer objects.
So we've got another new type of gadget bot type thing that we can make use of here. And all this guy does is, if you see anything that needs breaking or needs hammering, that's the guy you call. So there's another one of those crates down here. And if we come over here, you can see this seesaw looking thing, and we can tell him to hammer the other side of it and it'll launch us up into that vent. Just trying to make sure we get as much money as possible, because I want to make sure we have enough bolts to purchase a weapon that should become available to us this level.
To control microbots, hold.
Send these guys out instead of us going. That way we can avoid taking any damage. Just got to make sure that they follow you down here. So we just need to make sure to get them on the platform as well. This is one annoying thing. Sometimes the hammer bot is obsessed with that platform there. You just need to wait for him to come through the door, and then he'll recognise this one as the one that you want him to use for you. You can use our gadget bots to open that door. And there's a few enemies in this next section. You see the spider bots. We're way too weak to take them on. So we come over here to the side. We'll get more gadget bots or microbots. I keep calling them gadget bots from the first game. And they can take out any spider bots for us. So they've got quite a strong bite to them. Send those guys to the door, and then just have to pick up one of them that got destroyed there. That opens up the next door, means we can deactivate the force field so we can escape. So we come back to playing as Ratchet, but we haven't actually got Clank with us. So that's going to affect the platforming a little bit. But you might notice in the shop we've got two new weapons available to us. The first one is the Zodiac, and it basically performs like the health level up effect, where it's basically a screen wipe. It can be useful in some situations if you're a little bit overwhelmed, but it's not great at defeating bosses. From my memory, I don't tend to use this weapon all that often. It's the same price as the Rhino 2, and the Rhino 2 is much more useful in my opinion. This also only has 4 shots. So it's very limited, whereas the Rhino 2 has 100 rounds, so you can use it, it could basically be the only weapon you use if you want it to be. And we don't quite have enough bolts for the shield charger, but this is the next thing that I suggest that you purchase when you have enough bolts. It basically creates a force field around you, and it damages anything that touches it. And when you upgrade it to level 2, it has lightning bolts that come off of it and offers more protection as well. The Zodiac, you can't level up to level 2 either, so that's another reason why I would suggest not buying it, because there's no way of upgrading it, like giving it more ammo or anything like that. But we will definitely buy the shield charger. It's a definite must buy for certain sections of the game. It makes them much easier to complete. But for now, we're just going to top up an ammo quickly and make our escape. You can see these spider bots are a little bit tougher to take down than they were last time we saw them. Again, our plasma coil and mini rocket tube make short work of the enemies. The plasma coil is great for taking out small groups of enemies as well. You can see we're already working our way towards that 100,000 bolts we need for the shield charger. But as you come across here, you just need to make sure that you're quick, because the platforms do despawn. But if you fail, you can just jump back down. When you fall back down, you can just go back to the start and try it again. There's nothing in that little room these guys came out of. But then we transition back to playing as Clank, unfortunately. This section's a little bit longer, and there's a couple of points in it that can be a little bit annoying. We should be able to get it done relatively quickly. So yeah, you just fly down here. I'll wait for the lava to do its thing. That platform actually stays above the level, so we can come straight across and get a bridge bot, and we'll use him to get over to the next section. We've got some more of these enemies waiting for us. Need to make sure to get the bridge bot back. Do need to be careful that the bridge bot doesn't get destroyed as well. This bit's quite cool. You use them to get as far out as possible. Let's get down to this next area. And then we'll use our little microbots to take out these spider robot enemies. Then we never get another hammerbot friend, and we can use him to take down these crates. And that's the end of the Clank sections of this level. Then here we have another wrench upgrade.
Hey, check this out. Another wrench.
Does look pretty cool though. Similar to before, we can take out any enemies on gravity boot strips and cause them to fall down.
So, did you run into your little friend out there?
I do not know what you mean.
So yeah, Clank's obviously got a Myra, but that gives us access to him again. And you can see we can't actually access our ship at the moment because it's being impounded. But there is actually a platinum bolt hidden down there for us. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, if we go down, you just need to glide to it, and then you can use that levitator pads to get yourself back up. Come over to this area, we should run into an old friend if I remember correctly, coming this way. So we've got another levitated section. This one isn't too bad. There are some annoying levitated sections coming up though. Just need to make sure you try and time it right to avoid the lava there.
Hey, I know those pants.
Consarn it! Here's the problem.
Excuse us, sir. What are you doing here? In this galaxy?
I can't control where things break. I just fix them.
Surely someone in this galaxy can...
Shh! I know that, but they don't. I get triple time and travel expenses.
Ew. What's that?
Some dead-burned fool flushed this perfectly good Quark action figure. Sure, it's a little ripe, but look at that craftsmanship. You want to buy it?
So you see it's quite expensive at 20,000 bolts, but if you remember a couple of episodes ago we ran into one of Captain Quark's superfans that was after Captain Quark action figure to give us a bolt grabber or armor magnetizer, so we're going to buy this.
There you go, pal. See you in another year or so.
What did he mean by that?
And we'll be able to make up the bolt difference in order to get the shield charger. Yeah, nice little fourth wall break there again, about seeing us in a year or so, with the plumber being a reoccurring character throughout the franchise. But in order to get our ship back we need to come up here, and then we've got another annoying infiltrator puzzle. Managed to get that one first time. A little tip for the infiltrator puzzle is obviously it helps if you remember the correct route, but honestly just try and go as fast as you possibly can, and because every connection you make you get a little bit of time back, and yeah, you should, if you're lucky, be able to connect it back to the start and complete the puzzle. But again, we've got another levitated section here, and you just need to time which time you take off to avoid the lava. that section it doesn't matter too much, your timing. Just need to avoid the little electric fences. And they sort of glow a little bit before they shock. You can see that one there did it. So that will let you know where you need to be in order to avoid it. But thankfully you completed that section first time.
Ratchet, Clank, I hope this gets through to you. I'm transmitting from the Thugs for Less fleet. This ship just returned from a megacorp distribution center, and I think I found the answer to...
Hey, who's there?
Meow.
Aw. Wait a minute. What are you doing here? Sending a message to your little pals, huh? Well, say goodbye, boys. Take her to headquarters.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Yes, Angela knows how to defeat the proto-pet.
And
And she does a terrible cat impression?
we have to rescue her from the thugs.
Agreed. We need that answer.
And we have to protect her.
Okay. I will upload the coordinates.
Ratchet getting a little bit irate there. And Clank missing the obvious again. That spits us out back with our ship that's recently been freed. So we're going to go back to planet Todano. And we'll pick up the bolt magnetizer. Just so we have it and it make collecting bolts much easier. It increases the range to pick up bolts by a massive amount. Just have to remember which way it was. Thankfully the force fields are deactivated this time, so it makes it much quicker to work our way through. AI not really cooperating there. When we trade the Quark action figure, we get the armor magnetizer.
Cool. Mwah. I'm taking the captain home before the humidity gets to him.
The armor magnetizer is now active. Bolt pickup range is increased.
And if you remember as well, there was a platinum bolt in this little sort of hidey hole there as well. I'll try and show off the bolt magnetizer at some point. So it should mean that pretty much all the bolts in your box breaker range should get, you should automatically pick them up. There'll be a couple of bolts just outside the range that you don't pick up, but it makes it much quicker. But now we're going to head back to Silver City, planet Bolden, and access that secret area that I mentioned before. I'm gonna save the game quickly because I can't remember exactly how you get out the secret area. But you just want to head over to this grind rail section, and at a certain point we're going to intentionally fall off the grind rail. So if you come over here, and then you need to jump over this section, but this next section, if you jump to the left, then just take any damage you have to. And then as you fall off, just glide down here, and you can see we're on the other side of where those guys are playing rock, paper, scissors. Then there's the area that we use the spider bolt, or the area next to the bit where you have the platinum bolt, where the spider bot is. But things might get a little bit weird now because we are technically out of bounds. If we just walk across this sort of broken bridge towards this big building here, and walk along the sides, and then eventually we should fall through the ground. Just move underneath this building and then keep jumping, and then press the L1 button to bring the camera up. Quickly make use of the plasma cord to take out these enemies. Just outside our targeting range. Getting a nice amount of XP to upgrade our plasma core there as well. And I'm pretty sure this is where the teleporter I pointed out last episode brings you to. That's on top of the fountain that you have to have your system set to a specific time to make use of. But you can see there, it gives us access to the Insomniac Museum. So you get a trophy for finding the Insomniac Museum for the first time.
This is Mike Stout. I'm a designer at Insomniac Games. Hi, welcome to the Insomniac Museum. Here you'll see some of the great things that never quite made it into the game, and you'll learn a little bit about life here at Insomniac Games.
So this is a pretty cool reoccurring Easter egg throughout a lot of the Ratchet and Clank games, and it's modelled after the Insomniac studio. I'm not going to explore this area just for the time being. I might do a video at the end of the playthrough exploring some of it and showing off some of the cool things, but it is quite a maze-like, and yeah, there's plenty of little hidden things to find throughout it. But yeah, if you're a fan of the series and are interested in how the game is made, it's yeah, I definitely recommend coming to this area. But we're just going to go back to the ship. And that takes us back to Planet Bolden. So I'm going to wrap this episode up here. And next episode, we're going to be heading towards the Thugs for Less fleet on Planet Gorn, and this will be another ship combat area. We should be able to complete this area quite fast and farm up enough bolts in order to get the shield charger. Yeah, because there's a few challenges you can do here that have pretty decent payout. But I'm going to save that for next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and found it interesting. I always like showing off the Insomniac Museum. It's a very cool area. And yeah, if you have found it interesting and been finding the series useful so far, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you don't miss out on anything. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.